Hello, welcome. So, why am I starting here with scent detection competitions and why they don't really include the dog? Well, the training will come, and, the training, no matter what I present, um, if the testing doesn't go along, if the testing doesn't actually test the dog, the training won't matter. And, this I want to thank everyone first that has been so supportive of me doing this scent work series. It's been it's nice to have that many people say, you need to do this. And I have several canine followers, and thank you guys. Y'all are my soul. That's where I come from. And I've had some canine trainers. They're like, why are you messing with competition scent work? And they're like, you're a canine. Why are you messing with that? And when my father passed, I thought I was done with dogs, period. And I we had a shepherd that we got for my daughter, and I couldn't even stand to look at her. And she was a mess. And my mom was like, if your dad saw this, he'd be furious. So I trained her and realized that I wasn't done training. And, I almost went back to canine. Went with a friend that, my father had trained, and I couldn't even hold the leash. It just was too soon. So, I started with pets when I was 8. I always did pets on the side. So, and then when I found out they had scent detection for civilians, scent detection is what I spent my whole life doing. Yeah, decoying I loved, but scent detection, there's just something about it. It's so simple and so intricate at the same time. And so here I am. I started researching, the different associations, the rules and stuff. And I even put in my paperwork, I guess you could say, for to be an instructor for one of them's a club and one's an association. We'll just say that. And the club, I sent in a video of Ellie, and the person called me back, and she said, they said, you're welcome to do our instructor's course, but we're nowhere near that level. But you're welcome to. You're welcome to do the instructor's course, the judge's course, whichever you want to do. So, and then I had another association. They said, well, go ahead and pay your $2,500 and take the test, and we'll take your experience and what you've shown you can do with your dog into consideration as far as doing the hands-on work. So basically, give me $2,500, and there you go. And I hadn't given them my money yet. I got a starter course and watched it and was like, whoa, okay. That's not right. And not to say that's not right, but it's something I know that doesn't work because I've seen it. I've done it. I've been through that. And just a lot of inaccuracies, things that I'm sitting there going, no, that there is an answer for that. Things that they would say, oh, this might be happening, or, there was a lot of maybes. And I was sitting there going, no, there's answers for this. There is, because, when you have a canine in court, having its reliability being, uh, when you have when your dog is in court, which I luckily never had to have that happen. Um, I made sure my dogs and my officers were, they they had I made sure that their stuff was tight. And but when that dog's reliability is being called into question, you absolutely have to show that you've done this, and this. So I know that there's an answer for it. Um, and I started watching the competition videos, and you'll see in one of my, where I analyze one of them, it has nothing to do with the dog, not really. And it's really, it's there's so many, there's dogs that I know that aren't winning, that like if I took Ellie right now, I mean, granted, she's trained very sloppily because I did her for fun. She'd hit everything. She wouldn't be the fastest. I mean, I'd get her there. That wouldn't be a problem. But I see people asking questions and getting these answers like, oh, try this, try that. And, or, hey, we're going to do a video series on that. And I'm sitting there going, you're asking these people to pay more money and you're not even giving them an answer. Like, I've paid to watch some of these videos, these webinars, and I'm sitting there going, the answer's right there. Why aren't you giving it to them? You're giving them more guesses. And so, to protect and to serve can come in many ways. And I'm protecting something that I love, something that I grew up doing. And I feel like I'm protecting people from being lied to. Now, I don't know if they're being lied to or if they just don't know better, but it can be better. I know it can. And just because these are pets doesn't mean that that they can't be held to a different standard, because it has nothing to do with them being pets and everything to do with what they're being taught and what they're not being taught. So, we're going to go through some basics of scent work. We're going to talk about the foundation, the very, very foundation, which you're going to hear me say a lot, which is discriminative stimulus response, stimulus consequence. I'm going to go through a video. I'm going to break it down. And you're going to see some of my dogs that I've, not really my dogs. My dogs they're all retired. But clients, pets, a lot of times after classes, I'll be like, if they're my last client of the day, I'll be like, hey, have some fun with your dog. Pull out my scent kit and off I go. You're going to see some of those and see that it can be done with dogs that are just pets. And, I don't know if it's, everyone wants to commercialize and have catchphrases and stuff like that. And I don't know if that's it, but the answers they're there. They've been there for a long time. And I just want to bring the answers so that people don't get frustrated and, say, you know what, I'm just not good enough when the answers and the information is what's not good enough. And if they had that, they would be able to do it. So this is the first set of series. I promise you, this is, we're going to have some how-tos. Some are going to be competition, and some, you can use towards canine, because scent work is scent work. So thanks again to all those who got me to get going, and I'll see you in the next video.